Okay. I'm qualified to work on cars, but apparently not qualified to fill a diesel heater with fuel. Yep. I'm gonna talk to you guys outside while that warms up the shop. Alright, so we have Justin's Duramax. Put a new Ficum in it. Batteries were dead. They've been charging, like, boiling over for like 2 days, so that's good. Don't think it's the Ficum. We think this has either bent valves or push rods. We inspected the push rods visually, didn't see anything. Yesterday, day before yesterday, had something magical happen inappropriately using equipment. I crushed my leg between the straps on the back of the bed snapped, and the bed came down, and if you see that nice little bend, that would have been my leg being smashed between the bed and here. This is why you don't stick your leg somewhere you wouldn't stick your pecker. Don't stick your extremities anywhere you wouldn't stick your pecker. I mean, that's common knowledge. Pretty mad. I was gonna use this cab on Lucifer. Dented that. I'll fix that. This will go on Lucifer. Today, though, we are going to cut the frame right here, and as you just saw in the truck inside, mate the two together, and then pretty sure I'm gonna have to change shackle mounts and leaf spring mount, so that way we can put the 3/4 ton stuff right there under this frame, and then we'll box it all together. Story is, Justin bought that truck for this season, doing mobile mechanic work and being able to go out on the trails. Somebody shortened it shorter than a short bed, and when they did so, they very, very poorly put the frame together. So we are going to fix that and leave a short bed frame in here, a short bed and short bed frame in it, until Justin decides he either wants to bob the back of the bed, which would have been the smart move, so you have less overhang, or he decides he likes it, or he decides he wants to go back to the weird no front of the bed. That's the front of the bed. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of work to do. I'm gonna try and get this thing as a roller today. Got that truck. There's Justin's 513 geared Dana 70. So the plan was leave this 4.7 in this one, solid axle, swap it, use it this season. Check engine light. I have a sneaking suspicion that this has a bad valve, or it's starting to have a misfire issue. 4.7 is a garbage motor. So my solution is, I've got the gray Dakota there. I'm going to continue to drive this Dakota while I build the gray Dakota. It's a lot harder on wiring when you don't use the same generation harness and stuff. So this is an 01 Durango 5.9 RT. Gonna use this motor. I'm doing a manual trans. Yes, I know the 5.9 is externally balanced. It needs a special flywheel. Got all that shit on order. So that'll be coming in. Gonna use a few of the parts off this guy. It's gonna take some cleaning, but I'm going to use this RT, the seats, the door panels. I can't use the rear door panels on the truck, but I'll figure all that out. But yeah, I'm going to use all this stuff and use this harness, this engine, all in the gray Dakota. That window's about to fall out. Oh well. And we have a customer's Subaru that we just got to put at 150k mile service, so head gaskets, timing belt, water pump. We'll do a DIY video on how to do that. Got the Suburban out here for the axles. We already robbed parts. Justin's taking the trans. I will be finishing this video up and posting part 1, and then this video will come, and then I'll do a part 2. Like, this thing's super clean. Got new mirrors for this. Ordered a new window motor for driver's side. This is the beast. This is going to get the 5.9 RT swap. It's actually a pretty nice truck. And we'll get it painted, axle swapped. You guys definitely won't see the video on this because the customer decided they didn't want to do anything with it. I am going to try and buy this trailer. Great for side-by-side recoveries. That is going to be a crew cab Comanche. Probably told you in another video. That'll get pulled in after I get the service rigs done for the season. Reckless is going to get stripped down and actually built out. I'll start ordering parts for it this season. Whole new paint job. I am putting it on our frame table. There will be no unibody in it. We are going to make a full custom frame. Anyways, in today's video, we are going to be mating the two halves of the frames together. I would like to at least get that far, so that way I can roll that out and we can do the brakes on this Dodge Dakota for a customer. So we will see. I am limping along. Almost ended up like, zip ties and bias plies, old peg leg. That would have been a mistake. Except he's a Ford guy, I'm a Dodge guy, so he calls these shipping crates. They're actually pretty good trucks. Interior falls apart. Every manufacturer has their own issues, so I'm not gonna get into that argument. I can argue all day long if that's what we want to do, but for today's video, we're just gonna cut the frame, mate it to the other frame. We're not gonna finish work the frame. We're gonna get Justin's truck rolled out. Hopefully get on that Dakota today, and then I am gonna try and get that Subaru done in one day. We'll see. I doubt that's gonna happen. Especially seeing as the machine shop's gonna have to get the heads machined, so that's probably a 3-day project. That was supposed to be done 2 days ago, but my leg got crushed, so we never even got to start it. So I'm sure they'll be thrilled about how long this took. Anywho, sorry for the rambling. I've been just kind of working my butt off. We'll make sure we're uploading weekly videos. Thanks, guys. Be back in a sec. Not a straight cut, but it doesn't matter because we're gonna modify that section of the frame. Frame's supposed to split here. This is where they should have split it to shorten it, but they didn't. Anyway, so Now we're gonna go move this out of the way. I got one thing to cut right here. We'll go move this whole truck out of the way, back off into its home, and then I guess flip that frame around, move it inside, and we'll start taking her apart, getting all the spring mounts and stuff off, and I'll go grab the old piece of frame that was attached to that, and then we'll mate the two together and we'll have a rolling truck. Nice. Oh no. It's cussing at me, the brakes on. I now pronounce you back of the frame to a truck. Last thing, we gotta grab this frame. Hopefully that doesn't fall off and go rolling towards any of the other cars. That would be very, very unfortunate. Super unfortunate. Oh, this sketchy part right here. We just gotta get past the downhill. Oh, it's settled in. Nice. Unfortunately, now I have to flip it upside down. Which I don't know how to do, not sketchily. I'm gonna put my phone down for this one. There we go. Look at that. Now we can access all these suspension parts. Just gotta shove it up in the driveway right there. Bad noises. Fuck. Alright. Well, cool. That's done. We'll be back in a few minutes. Alright guys, so I've got some 2x6 tubing that I'm gonna weld, dang it, focus, weld in there, which will also should keep it fairly level. Trust me, we are not going for perfection with this rig. She has been rode hard, put away wet. We want a nice rig, we want it reliable. I just need to make sure the frame's square, and that 2x6 being welded in there will do that for me. So let me get a few pieces cut. We'll roll this back. I'll get that section burned in. Then we'll slide this on and get it as level and square as possible. And we will go. Alright guys, so I got the 2x6 welded in. They're 14 inches long. Justin cut the frame kind of a little fucky there, but there's the new piece. If you're ever having to cut a second gen ram bed, 2 3/4 is how far this bed mount is. The front of that bed mount is supposed to be from the back of the cab. So we'll get it all mated together. I'll get the frame as level and square as I can, and we'll burn it together, and then I'll show you guys making the outer gussets, outer fish plates, inner fish plates, and all that shit. We'll be back in a minute. Alright guys, so we're about where we need to be. Gonna go ahead and burn it in. It's about 1/8 of an inch off. For some reason I can't get the damn thing to slide in anymore. We're only 1/8 inch off. Both sides are just a cunt hair past 2 3/4, so there'll be tinier. There will be a 1/8 of an inch bigger bed gap between the cab and the bed. So, anyways, we're gonna get this thing burned in, and then yeah, I'm just gonna make sure the frame's level with the other portion of the frame. Once I do that, yeah, burn it in. Alright guys, so I am done with this for the day. I got a lot done. In the next video, we're gonna do the outer plate, the upper plate, the lower plate, and the inner plates. And then we will put a brace in with another gusset, and this will be strong as shit. Then we will mount fuel tank, fuel lines, rear brake lines. We will go ahead and swap these. So 1500 is 2.5 inch wide leaf springs. The 2500 and 3500s are 3 inch wide. So we need these, the shackles, the mounts, all that stuff off of the other truck, including the springs. We'll get it all set up, no shocks or anything, and then I will show you guys how to not have lift blocks. You flip this guy over, and we will build a new spring mount. Yeah, so, I mean, I think we're kind of concluded for the day, so we'll get, like, spare tire out. We're going to unbolt this hitch mount. I'm going to box the back of the frame, and then we'll cut it right here on the hitch mount and put the hitch up high, get bed mounted, well, get the bed set on there. We're going to paint this truck. We're going to probably put sliders in and cage it. That's all on Justin. My main goal as a place to get to with this thing is going to be get it sitting back level on the ground, get all the plating done, and get it running again. Then we'll swap the new rear axle in. We'll fix the suspension, do a bunch of stuff. Bunch of stuff. So, look forward to more videos. Make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe, and if you want to see more and you want to get notified as soon as they're uploaded, hit that notification bell. Thank you guys.